The following program is intended for mature audiences.
A democratic republic of sports. The Sportsocracy with ESPN Asheville hosts Tank Spencer and Jeremy Greene.
And welcome into the Wicked Weed studio. Check out our friends at wickedweedbrewing.com. Wicked Weed Brewing, drink different. I'm Tank Spencer. He's Jeremy Greene, and the Houston Texans.
It's going well.
There's not a lot of good to talk about after you got shellacked 40-0 by the Buffalo Bills last week. I think we all kind of expected a major beatdown in that game, but you got major problems. Davis Mills is not a good quarterback.
No, he's not. I mean, this is exactly why I said you should be playing him instead of Tyrod Taylor. There's no hope here. I mean, and maybe I'm looking at this wrong. I've evaluated a lot of quarterbacks, and I haven't seen this much tape on a quarterback and been this wrong because I don't think he belongs in the league.
Right.
Let alone a starter, a quarterback of the future. I don't think he's a backup in this league.
No, completed 11 passes last week against the Buffalo Bills, 4 interceptions. So he did complete 15 of his 21 passes. It's just 4 of them went to the other team. He had a QBR of 0.8. I have never seen that before.
It wasn't good. And I mean, through now 2.5 games, I think you can look at Davis Mills and just go, this is bad.
Yeah.
His total QBR is 17.6.
Yikes.
League average is 50. And I understand he's a rookie. Mm-hmm. I get it. But good God. I mean, with a receiver like Brandin Cooks, none of the running backs are particularly good at this point, but you've got a flock of them. By the way, I have to ask this. Why is Phillip Lindsay not getting any tote whatsoever? I get that he hadn't been good, but my God, neither is Mark Ingram.
Right. I can't answer that question. I've always felt that he is no doubt the best running back in that room, and for some reason they just don't want to give him the ball.
Well, he's been horrid. In the little amount he's touched the ball, he has been absolutely an abject disaster. He has 24 carries. How many yards do you think he has total?
122.
You're too high.
89.
Too high.
64.
Too high.
44.
Too high.
12.
31. His 24 carries for 31 yards.
Oh my gosh. This is a god-awful team.
They are brutally bad.
And at this point, you have to look at the schedule and go, we're not winning a game.
And you shouldn't. And you shouldn't. And I'll be honest with you. David Culley was the wrong hire anyway, but that's because this team was listless as hell. Mm-hmm. I don't know at this point if it should be trade Deshaun during the season or wait until after the year. Because I don't necessarily think you're going to get markedly more. This won't be resolved.
No.
I mean, this is just not going away.
No.
And you can't have another year like this. I'll tell you the most damning stat you'll ever hear in your life. Tyrod Taylor played a game and a half. Mm-hmm. He has 60 more yards than Davis Mills. In a full game less.
Yeah.
He's not good. Davis Mills not good. This team's not good. There's really not a bright spot here.
No, not a silver lining.
Brandin Cooks has 369 yards receiving. Do you know who's second on the team?
No clue.
Pharaoh Brown.
Oh.
At 73. Woo. Brandin Cooks has more than half of their yards through the air. Mm-hmm. It's bad.
You have one.
Bad.
You have one. Count them. One more winnable game on the schedule, and that's at the Jacksonville Jaguars. And I'm not even certain you're going to get that one.
I'm not either. But, I mean, the path to righteousness here is be bad.
Yep.
Hope somebody empties the coffers for Deshaun Watson, which, by the way, they will. Mm-hmm. As a matter of fact, now that I've sounded it out, don't trade Deshaun Watson during the season. Let the circus continue.
Yeah.
But guarantee whoever the next coach is that we're going to eradicate this. We're going to fix this problem. We will trade him around in between the free agency period and the draft, because there are no quarterbacks out there, none. There's one quarterback in the draft, Sam Howell. Mm-hmm. That's the only one I feel even half-ass good about. Matt Corral, Malik Willis. One of these guys is going to be your next quarterback. And you're going to have your choice because I think you're going to have the number 1 pick in this draft.
Yeah. Well, maybe they can swing a deal for Jimmy Garoppolo. Then they won't have to go quarterback, and they could go with a defensive player at the top of the draft.
But see, I don't want to do that.
Accumulate stars.
But see, I don't want to do that. I want to have 4 years to build a team because this team is bereft of talent.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, name me 5 players on this team that you think could be pieces moving forward.
Brandin Cooks.
I don't think he's even one. I really don't, because first of all, he's going to age like milk, and he's 28 already. I don't think he's a piece for your future. I think he's a guy that you ship off for picks, and I wouldn't be averse to doing it in the season.
Yeah,
because there are teams that could use him. Green Bay Packers. I'm going to say that with every receiver until they do it.
Until they get something out.
Until they add somebody that's not a slot player.
Right. No, there's really not. There's really not a piece.
No, there's nothing here. This I said before this year, this roster looks like somebody that's blowing it up on Madden. I signed 53 free agents off the wire and builds a team.
I mean, your best player, bar none, has to be Laremy Tunsil.
Yeah, that's I would say
the only one you
true.
got. It's the only guy that you've got that people can look at and go, he might be a serviceable piece 2 years from now. Everybody else on this team is going to be gone.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's brutal.
It is.
It's brutal, and you look at what's coming and just go, my God, you could be. I mean, there are games that you could lose by 50. You play a pissed-off Patriots team this week.
Yep.
And I actually think you have a shot to cover this number. And then you go at the Colts, at the Cardinals, Rams, Dolphins, Titans, Jets, Colts, Seahawks. Good Lord. The good thing in this league, if you're going to be bad, be fucking terrible. And the Houston Texans are fucking terrible.
Yep. Look forward to our next Rosie update next week here in the Sportsocracy.
We're going to have beautiful things. As a matter of fact, next week, I'm just going to start doing draft profiles for the Houston Texans and go, hey, these are guys that you might have next year.
That's actually not a horrible idea for the rest of these little team-by-team updates. We're doing all teams in the NFL throughout the season. Hit that subscribe button so you get all of our team-by-team content. And, of course, join us every morning in the Wicked Weed studio at 10 a.m. Hit that subscribe button. I'm Tank Spencer. He's Jeremy Greene, and we'll see you next time.